Oh my God, What happened? Where am I? Who am I? Ah! Oh, a phone call. Maybe they can tell me what's going on. Incoming call from... What kind of name is that? I don't care, I need answers. Hello?
Hey, got my DVD copy of Steven Universe the movie supporting the official release.
Before I begin asking what that is, I have more pertinent questions that I'm going to assume you can answer. Who am I? Where am I? How did I get where I am? And most importantly, who are you?
I'm going to assume this is a game you're playing, and I'll just play along. But first...
Ah! How'd you do that?
I'm going to answer your other questions first. You're Ultranatic, a lover of animation and reality shows. You're in your room, and I'll assume you got there by... waking up there.
Duh.
And my name is Ultroni.
Huh, so the caller ID didn't lie to me. That's a weird freaking name. Why do you go by that?
Because I'm an ultra fan of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, as well as Steven Universe, the new She-Ra cartoon on Netflix, and several other great feminist cartoons.
I guess I'll accept that answer.
Also, we're both talking this way because of a special app we both have on our phones. It's actually pretty handy.
I see.
And now for you to answer a question of mine, namely, what's with the new wardrobe? I thought you only did that for Disney versus their top 10 lists.
What the hell are you talking about?
You know, the videos you make on animated properties.
Look, I barely even know who you are right now, and I especially don't know who I am. I just woke up in this strange place with no idea how I got here.
You're dedicated to this, huh? Okay, look, you can cut the act, it's funny and all, but we have actual plans we made today. You know, to watch Steven Universe the movie for the 100th time. I'm not exaggerating that number either, I've been counting.
Okay, now to ask, what the heck is Steven Universe the movie?
You're not joking, are you?
No, I genuinely have no memories of anything. You're the first person I've talked to since I woke up.
That can't be possible. You had to have talked to somebody before calling me. This couldn't have happened out of nowhere. Check your recent calls.
Huh, that's actually a pretty good idea now you bring it up. Let me check that. Well, I did get a message on November 6th of this year from 228-743-5366, but there's no name.
Well, let me see if I can track that number down.
Yes, more Jeffrey Epstein memes, more dislikes towards the MC's review of Pink Floyd's The Wall. I will cause so much chaos and confusion on the internet, it'll lead to my eventual domination of the world!
Does he scare you too?
Not for any intentional reasons. Hey, weirdo!
Ah! How'd you get past my cybersecurity? I illegally acquired it from the database of Cyborg from Teen Titans. Not the most reliable security, I think, but beyond that, who the heck are you?
Well, Ultroni and Ultranatic, my name is Jimmy Plankton, the internet's worst enemy.
I think the internet is its own worst enemy.
Wait a second, how do you know who both of us are? Well, I am an avid watcher of both of you on the YouTube channel Ultranatic Productions.
Aw, fan, that's nice.
I didn't say fan. In fact, I'm a massive critic of your critiquing skills, so much so I often interrupt your videos with my own comments. Absolutely not! I'm going to strangle the bass hand who keeps contradicting me. Yes, I'm seriously referencing Teen Titans Go. Do you have any sort of life? Don't make me use this. I never thought I'd ask for you-know-who to show up. I knew that'd draw him out. You are being inexplicably nice to me, and I'm not surprised. Why would that movie do to you? I warned him not to make me use this. Yes, I am that guy. Whatever. Well, I just woke up with amnesia, and apparently the last phone call I had before them was with you. What was the phone call about anyways? That's not important, but what do you want me to do? Just look around your room for evidence. I might tell you what happened before whatever happened to make you go memento on everybody. Huh, no idea what memento is, but otherwise, good idea. What is around the area anyway? What's this? Got a manila envelope here and a pink scythe.
Drop that! Drop that right now!
Why? It's just a farming tool.
That's not just a farming tool, it's the Rejuvenator! You don't know what that is anymore, okay? It's a weapon from Steven Universe the movie.
Must you bring that wretched piece of cinema up? It's an unholy abomination of good taste. Okay, why do you both keep bringing up Steven Universe the movie? I don't even know what that is.
But you should, it's based on one of our favorite shows.
There's a show? You seriously find people blowing up funny? Of course. Although, sadly for me, he's not dead. What? How is that possible? Well, his personality is based on Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony, and she can put herself back together very easily, which means so can he. Good, you're okay. Now, even though I'm kind of weirded out by your appearance and over-enthusiasm, if you will, you also seem very nice, and considering it was something I said that caused you to explode in the first place, I want to help you recoup. So, why don't you explain to me what Steven Universe the show is?
That's going to be tricky given there are some people who have tried doing that with shows that only had 3 seasons in them.
We don't acknowledge that non-existent tripe.
No argument here, and this show currently has 5 seasons, making it even harder to do so, but I'll do my best. Steven Universe was a show created by then up-and-coming animator Rebecca Shook, who you may recognize for her work on Adventure Time as a storyboard artist and the voice of Marceline's mother.
Let's go in the garden. You'll find something waiting right there where you left it, lying upside down.
This show, however, is a coming-of-age story about a boy named
Harry Potter.
Steven Universe.
And to clarify, his last name is really Universe?
Yes, actually, his father had changed from DeMeo.
What's a DeMeo?
Andy DeMeo, Greg DeMeo, Steven DeMeo.
You're telling me Universe isn't a real last name?
It is a real name. I had it changed.
Huh, good choice, actually. Go on.
So Steven is a 13-year-old boy living in the fictional Beach City, and he's the product of his human father, Greg, and his alien mother, Rose Quartz.
Was this cartoon made for adults?
No, it's perfectly innocent for a guy to have interplanetary sex like that.
If you say so, dull trony.
Point being, he's half human and half Jim, the race his mother was. And while Steven's father lives out of his van, Steven himself primarily lives with 3 other alien gems who are close with his mother. Garnet, the monotone but loving leader who seems to always be in control and knows what's happening around her.
It's not easy being in control. I have weaknesses too, but I choose not to let them consume me. I struggle to stay strong because I know the impact I have on everyone.
Amethyst, the scrappy and reckless little fire who acts even younger than Steven does despite being several thousand years older.
You are just so childish! Yeah, don't forget, reckless, vulgar, loudmouth. That's just what makes me so awesome!
And Pearl, the meticulous and protective brain of the family who's very prim, proper, and picky.
Pay attention to these petals, Steven. The petals dance seems improvised, but it is being calculated in real time based on the physical properties of this planet. With hard work and dedication, you can master the magical properties of your gem and perform your own dance.
Together they are known as
The Crystal Gem.
and they spend their time either with Steven as he continues to grow up as a half-human, half-alien hybrid, or fighting off other corrupted gem monsters, some of whom are several times bigger than the main characters.
Huh. Well, that actually sounds kind of likable and enjoyable. Nothing but good things can come from this show. Nothing but good. You want to learn about this show's fan base then and what evil they're capable of. Extraterrestrial intercourse aside, this show's premise seems completely innocent. Where would the evil come from? Well, this show might have a good critical reaction overall, but it's also a haven to one of the worst fandoms of any popular media spectacle. With overly aggressive shipping wars, harsh comments towards fans, and even the cast and crew of the show for allegations of prejudice. And even some trolls driving one fan artist to the point of attempting suicide. Oh my god, that's awful! You can't tell me you stand by this, Noltroni.
I don't! It's all trony. And no, I don't stand for this. Every action mentioned here is atrocious and no one should stand for it from here or any other fandom.
Thank you, although, given those transgressions, I don't think I want to be a part of this fandom.
Hold on, just because the fan base can be toxic, that doesn't mean there aren't good people in it or that the show itself isn't worth it in some regard. This show has made leaps and bounds with a very diverse cast of actors, actresses, and especially characters, as well as beautiful animation, well-choreographed action scenes, and stunning, gorgeous music.
I see a tower built out of my mistakes, and it all comes crashing down.
Go ahead and try, hit me if you're able. Can't you see that my relationship is stable?
You do it for her, that is to say, you'll do it for him.
Both love me and I love both of you.
As well as strong morals and representation towards the LGBT community, which this show uses to its advantage as an integral part of the story. And for anyone who isn't caught up with every season, spoilers! But one example of the integration into the story is the concept of fusion being introduced here.
No, it wasn't. It was introduced in Dragon Ball Z.
Fine, it was introduced in Dragon Ball Z, but Ultranatic, is that what you especially associate Dragon Ball Z with?
I don't even know what that is.
Ah, that's right, Amnesia, but think of it as a way of combining 2 characters with a very deep connection together into into a bigger, stronger version of each other's best qualities.
A fusion is made when 2 or more gems combine into one.
Gems must be in perfect sync physically, mentally, and emotionally.
Think of it as seeing what the child of these two characters would look like all grown up. Well, at the end of the first season, it's discovered that main character Garnet has actually been a fusion this whole time. Of a Ruby who has a low IQ but big passion and big heart, and a Sapphire with only one eye but the power to see into the future.
Did they hurt you? No, I'm okay. Did they hurt you? Who cares? I do.
Of course, you look at these two and see polar opposites.
'Cause you're hot and you're cold, you're yes then you're no, you're in then you're out, you're up then you're down.
But that ends up being what they love the most about each other.
You know what's nice about being split up?
What?
I get to look at you.
Be serious.
There's my laughy sappy.
You're embarrassing me in front of Steven.
Huh. Well, as a blank slate with no real opinion over LGBT relationships, I have to admit, that sounds really sweet.
Isn't it? Oh, and there's more. You see, Pearl was also in love with Steven's mother, Rose, leading to a rivalry between her and Greg over Rose's affection.
You're just a phase. You know that, right?
No, I actually don't know that, Pearl.
Well, of course you don't. You don't know anything about Rose.
I know she's super into me.
Listen, Mr. Universe. Rose may find you charming, but that's only because you're human. You're a novelty, at best.
Don't worry, they eventually mended that fence, but there is a reason Pearl loved Rose Quartz so much. You see, Rose was originally under the service of something called the Diamond Authority, a giant empire run by 4 giant gems: White Diamond, Yellow Diamond, Blue Diamond, and Pink Diamond. Pink Diamond was given a new planet to rule, and guess which one it was? Yep, she was going to colonize the Earth, creating all sorts of new gems for the Empire using the planet's nutrients. Which, by the way, is where Amethyst comes in this story. She was a product of this colonization, but unlike most other Amethysts who are the size of bodybuilders, she stayed in the ground too long and came out about the same size as a preteen human.
You should be twice your size. Broad-shouldered, intimidating, but you simply stayed in the ground too long. Are you saying I'm wrong?
Genetically speaking, yes.
Don't worry though, she has shape-shifting powers, but can only use them for short periods or else it's not healthy for her.
Steven, you can't just keep stretching forever. If you hold it too long, you could really hurt yourself.
But I digress. As the planet gained more soldiers, Rose Quartz saw beauty on the planet and wanted to spare it. She asked Pink Diamond, who refused, and it resulted in Rose starting a revolution. And even the eventual shattering of Pink Diamond.
Yes! Feelings shattered, emotions in turmoil, dreams destroyed! I think baloney.
Ultroni!
Ultroni meant physically shattered.
I keep getting my name wrong, but yes, I meant physically shattered because that's the only way a gem can ever really die.
What, do they live forever or something?
Actually, yes, provided nothing bad happens to them. You see, there have been episodes in which the crystal gems all get injured in some way. It doesn't result in them dying because the way we see them is just a physical form being projected from their gems. And after healing for various periods of time, they always reform in a new imaginative design.
Sometimes, if our bodies are badly damaged, we release our physical forms and retreat to our gems to regenerate.
Don't worry, bud. This kind of thing just happens sometimes. Usually to me.
Always to you.
Hey, I'm Scrappy. What do you want?
But shattering a gem into little shards can actually kill the gem permanently. So that was the only way for the colonization to stop altogether.
Rose feared that soon she would have nothing left to protect Rose Quartz through her rebel blade. And shattered Pink Diamond, saving the Earth for all time from her reign of terror.
But there was a consequence, as all the other diamonds used their power to presumably wipe all gem life off the planet. It didn't work, as Rose was able to shield herself, Pearl, and Garnet, and all other gem life, good and bad, was reduced to mindless mutant creatures.
It's sort of like if MC Bear Bear didn't tear the fabric of his arm, but the fabric of his mind.
And as I said earlier, the majority of the series revolved around our main characters rounding them up safely, while going through their own drama in a very non-nuclear family.
Well, that sounds like a timeless, well-constructed cartoon.
Oh, no it isn't. This show's storyline is cluttered with mistakes and problems. Like what?
Well, the gems might save their town from destruction, but in the same vein as Superman from Man of Steel. Still no clue what either of those things are. They bring destruction with them is what I'm trying to say, and yet we've never seen them have any consequences for their action.
Well, they did in the episode Beach Party.
Steven! What is wrong with your friends? One of them busts up my sign, then they all just jump into the sky like some circus act without even offering to help. You can tell your friends that they are officially banned from fish to pizza.
That does not count. There's still no actual punishment for them by the end of that story, so what do you have to say for that? Also, how does Steven even live? What do you mean?
Well, his father is a down-on-his-luck ex-rock star who now owns a car wash with little traffic. Pun intended? And the gems don't seem to have any jobs at all, and there's no way those two teens came out to Steven have enough money for food and necessities, so how do you explain that? Well... And let's not forget the biggest reveal and plot hole of the show in my eyes, which must mean I'm right, that Rose Quartz was actually Pink Diamond the whole time.
Wait, what?
Yes, it was actually Pink Diamond who saw the beauty of life on Earth, and by extension its destruction. So she begged the Air Diamonds for the planet to be spared, but they wouldn't listen.
You begged us for a colony of your own, and now all you want to do is be rid of it. First, there were too many organics. Then their cities were too difficult to dismantle, and now these crystal gems. You must understand, you are a diamond. Everyone on this planet is looking to you. You don't even have to do anything. Just smile and wave. As long as you are there to rule, this colony will be completed.
Because of that, she morphed into a Rose Quartz as someone they quote-unquote couldn't ignore.
She did everything she could as Pink Diamond, but her status meant nothing to Blue and Yellow. So she decided to make a stand as someone they couldn't ignore.
Okay, what makes anyone think that if the Diamonds won't listen to one of their own, that they would listen to a lesser gem in their eyes? These gems have a caste system where gems all have different values of worth. Diamonds are the greatest and most valuable, or that's what the Bears want you to think, and amethysts and rubies are the most expendable.
They were gonna break you.
Who cares? There's tons of me.
So what was the logic behind this move?
None! None whatsoever.
But apparently even that didn't work, so Pink reasoned the only way to finish this was to fake her own death. With her pearl being the pearl we're all familiar with, disguising herself as Rose Quartz and merely injuring Pink in front of a large crowd.
Wait, there's one last thing I need to do. No one can ever find out we did this. I never want to look back. For my last order to you as a diamond, please, let's never speak of this again. No one can know.
Who thought any of this was a good idea again?
Look up idiot in the dictionary. You know what you'll find?
Picture me?
No! The definition of the word idiot, which you are.
But hey, it all worked out in the end with all the gem monsters being uncorrupted in the finale. All because Steven was able to convince all the other diamonds to come back to Earth with him to heal them and fix this whole mess. Yeah, about that. Their redemption was way too sporadic and should have taken a lot more time. I mean, these were the show's biggest villains and it barely took a day from the turn from evil to good.
Wow, for a guy who supposedly hates this show, you seem pretty knowledgeable on it.
But of course, I'm not gonna bash something without doing proper research on it first, otherwise I'd just be an ignorant hater, and that's why my opinion is the one you should listen to. No, it isn't. You love this show, and you love the movie. You and I are gonna watch it again together.
How? I don't own this movie. Unless... Yep, that's a copy of the movie. And a bag full of... Is that pink hair?
Hey, wait, that's my hair. Yeah, for you to give me back my costume, you thief. How'd you handle my cloak, mask, and sight?
This isn't your size.
Wait, isn't that the Rejuvenator fruit?
Did you slice me?
What? No! Why would I try and do something like that for? All the evidence seems to point to you, Ultranatic, not just the hair that's unmistakably yours, but also a weapon from Steven Universe the movie, which you won't stop raving about.
Yeah, the deck is stacked against you, Matrimony.
Ultranatic! Look, you're just trying to round me up, and you're being misled by a Big Bang Theory wannabe.
What's Big Bang Theory?
Never mind that. Okay, listen, we cannot let this craziness affect your opinion on one of your all-time favorite movies. Maybe we should. Huh? Listen, one of us is trying to tell you that Steven Universe as a show and movie is awful garbage with evidence to back it up, mind you, and the other, the person who most likely is the reason that you lost your memories in the first place, is claiming you'd love it. Now, the more trustworthy one should be obvious.
Not really.
But you know what? I'll be generous. Why don't we let you decide? What if we all sit down and watch this movie together and see if you'd really enjoy it without fully understanding the source material?
Or, considering both of you are nuts and I know what my identity is now, I could just leave. Ah! Okay, I guess I'm watching and reviewing Steven Universe the movie.
And another thing, what is it with all the different animation designs? Does this show not understand consistency? Okay, those designs are flexible so the animators can work with them properly.
That excuse is ridiculous. They could do something as simple as pick the height of the characters. This show is poorly directed, produced, and animated.
If anyone's watching this out there, pray for me. These two might make me wish for amnesia all over again. You stupid, pushy, bossy, mean bully of a troll.